Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Adaptive PE channel. All right, today we have our seventh installment. It's been 7 weeks of Arlene's Yoga, and it's on you, Arlene.
Okay, thanks, Scott. And good morning, everybody. And here we are once again. And I just want to welcome you. And actually, today I thought, since we've been home for quite some time, that focusing on a little bit of self care would be important. And so the practice is going to be centered more on the heart, and it's going kind of a heart centered practice. Um, so, with that, let's go ahead and start with just our 3 deep cleansing breaths that we normally do. So go ahead, take a nice big deep breath, filling up, and at the top, open your mouth and let it out. And we'll take another one, nice big deep breath, filling up completely. And then at the top of the breath, open your mouth and just let it all go. Letting go with whatever's transpired before you joined us. And then once again, nice big deep breath, making this one the biggest one yet, if possible. And at the top, just let it all go. And then for this morning, I'm going to invite you to actually put your right hand over your heart and just allow yourself to feel your own normal breath as it comes in and out through your chest or through your heart area. Okay, so there's movement there that occurs on the in-breath and then the out-breath. So just being still for a moment and just really feeling that. And then what I'd like to have you consider, and maybe try, is to increase the length of the exhalation, so the out-breath. And the reason for doing that is that when we increase the out-breath, it actually biases the nervous system more towards the parasympathetic nervous system and more towards what we call the rest and digest. So it has a calming effect. So as we do this, maybe breathe in for 4. So in, 2, 3, 4, and then out, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6. And then in again, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and now see if you can keep maybe that going for another 2 breaths or cycles of breath on your own. Again, trying to make the out breath just a little bit longer, maybe 5, maybe 6 breaths or count, sorry, not breaths, count on the out breath. So once again, I'll count in 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, and as we continue with our practice this morning, I will remind you, as we go through, to come back to that type of breathing. So again, emphasizing the out breath if possible. Okay, and with the idea of emphasizing just that calmness and again going towards that self-care. All right, so let's go ahead now and take a nice big deep breath together and take our arms up overhead, and we'll join our hands together in a prayer pose, and then slowly on the out breath, taking that full count, come down back to our heart center. Pausing here, and then take another breath in, 2, 3, 4, and now out again, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that's how we'll integrate that. So we're going to take a breath in and take your left arm up overhead, and then on the out breath, on the out breath, go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then in again, 2, 3, 4, and then out, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so, all right, so we're gonna do that one more time. So in breath, go back to the left. Did I say right? Left. Okay, in and now out. Okay, and in and then out. Okay. All right, so I'm going to integrate here a little twist, and so we're going to take on the in-breath, you're going to just be here, and then on the out-breath, we'll turn towards the right. Okay, so breathe in, and then on the out-breath, going to the right, and hold as you complete the breath. Okay, and then on your in-breath, coming back to center, and then as you move to your out-breath, going now over to the left. Okay, and hold as you complete the out-breath. And then stay here this time. Take a breath here, and then move into your out-breath. And then as you come back to your in-breath, we'll come back to center. Okay, we'll cycle through that just one more time. So take a breath here, and then out-breath, move to the right, turning. You can take your left hand over by your right knee. Pause here, take a breath in, and then exhale. And then as you breathe in, coming back to center, and we'll cycle through to the other side now. Take a breath, exhale, pause, take a breath, exhale, and then in-breath back to center. Okay, so we're going to go ahead now and change positions, and I'm going to invite you to get back into your tabletop position or all fours position. And as you're here, make sure that your knees are underneath your hips, your wrist, your hands underneath your shoulders. And just for kind of warming up, you can maybe move through, kind of rock forward, rock back, maybe side to side. Also, if you want to just change the position of your hands, you can flip one hand over so that your fingers are pointing towards you, or you could do both together. If that's too much, just do one at a time, switching. You could also turn your hands out to the side if that's more comfortable for you. Just to kind of change just position, and stretching and kind of waking up your wrists and hands, and then coming back to your typical position. Okay, so here, I'm going to turn back to the side so you can see. Go ahead and we're going to move into our cow and cat breath. So taking the in-breath, moving into your cow position. And then as you exhale, moving into your cat position, right? And here, once again, moving with the breath so that you take a count of 4, perhaps for the in-breath. But the out-breath is going to be just a little bit longer. So just taking your time to move all the way to that deep cat position. In-breath, count of 4. And now the out-breath, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, and in-breath. Okay, so just kind of keeping that going for a couple more breaths, just to warm up the body. Okay, and now go ahead and let's pause here in the tabletop position, and then we're going to begin to add more. So I'm going to have you now move back into your cow position as you breathe in, and now put your toes together behind you, and on your out-breath, you initially start with your cat movement and then move all the way down to a child's pose position. Okay, and then on the in-breath, you're going to come back up to tabletop or cow. And then now on the out-breath, taking your full 6 breaths, you're going to move into your downward dog. Okay, and we're just going to cycle through that. So in-breath, cow, out-breath, child's pose. All the way down, and then back to cow, and then back to your downward dog. Okay, and here this time pause in downward dog. So take a breath. Okay, and then another, and then go ahead and exhale for that full 6 if you can. And then let's go ahead on the out breath, look forward, and now go ahead and step forward with your left. So I'm going to turn so you can see a little bit better. Okay, and here, this is your runner's lunge, and you're going to go ahead now and drop your right knee down. Okay, and then take another in breath and take your arms upward. Okay, and here, as we're in this position, take a breath, and as you breathe inward, go ahead and kind of lean forward so you're opening up through the heart area, but also your hip area. Okay, and then as you exhale and taking your full, say 5 or 6 counts, you can come back, okay, to kind of rounding into that cat position. And then once again, inhale, opening up, and then out breath. And then this time come all the way down, putting your hands on either side of your left foot. And then you're gonna tuck your right toes under, and then move back, lift up, and then take that left leg back to your downward dog. Okay, and we're just gonna pause here. Okay, and then on your next in breath, look forward, and then now step the right foot forward. Okay, and then drop your left knee down, and then sweep upward on the in breath, opening up here. Okay, and then as you move into your exhale, kind of rounding out. Okay, as you move back into your inhale, coming forward, opening up through the chest, through the hip area. Okay, and then this time on your exhale, let your hands come on either side of your right foot. Okay, I'm going to turn around again so you can see better. And then from here, tuck your left toes under. Okay, lift up. Take a breath, and on your exhale, take that right leg back. And you're in a downward dog. Okay, breathe here. And then on your exhale, I'm going to have you go ahead and try just dropping down to your knees when we're back into our tabletop position. Okay, here, I'm going to have you do another twist. So on your in-breath, you're going to move your left hand inward. Okay, and then go ahead and sweep the right arm up. Okay, and then on your out breath, sweep that right arm back down. Okay, now we're going to build on that. So this time, as you move into your in-breath, you're going to sweep upward, and now see if you can also take that right leg out. So we're just really opening up here as much as you can. Okay, breathing. And if this is maybe a challenging position for you, there's a sense of balance here maybe. Okay, breathing. Emphasizing the out breath to remain calm even though it's maybe a position of challenge. Okay, now on your next out breath, go ahead, bring this arm, the right arm all the way back down, and then we'll close into your tabletop position. I'm going to turn just so you can see. So we're going to be back here, tabletop. You okay? All right, and then we're going to first move the right arm in, or right hand in, and then sweep up just with the left arm first. Okay, and then on your out breath, bring the left hand back down. Okay, take a breath. Okay, and then move into another in-breath, and I'm going to sweep all the way up, and now this time take the left leg out as well. Okay, and then just breathing here. Okay, again, there may be some challenge here for you. If this is too much, you can always just bring the, you can bring the left leg back down, but this would be the, the full expression here, and then just breathing. You can even look up if you wanted your left hand, or just look straight ahead or even down, whatever's more comfortable. Okay, breathing. All right, and now on your next out breath, go ahead, bring the left hand down, bring in the left knee, take a breath, and let's move into a child's pose and just rest. Okay, breathing here. And again, staying focused on the out breath. So again, trying to keep the out breath just a little bit longer. Okay, as you move into your next in breath, coming back up to tabletop. And then what I'm going to have you do here is move into, on your out breath, you're going to move into a plank pose. So take a breath and move to a plank. Okay, take a breath. We're not going to be here long. Okay, and now on your exhale, you can come all the way down. If this is too much to do it this way, you can just come on down to your knees and come down, or come all the way down, taking a full count of 6 if you can. Okay, so now we're down. And I'm going to turn again, just so you can see. And here, we're going to take a breath, and as you breathe inward, I'm going to try to move into what's called your Sphinx pose. So having your elbows underneath your shoulders, and again, this is a heart opening pose. So as you breathe in, thinking of moving your chest forward. Okay, and then just holding that. Okay, breathing. Okay, again, emphasizing the out breath. Okay, and then here on your next out breath, you can go ahead and drop all the way down. Maybe stack one hand on top of the other, like so. Okay, and just breathe. And then now I'm going to have you turn over onto your back, and I'm going to go lengthwise again. Now you can be out here. And then we're going to do one more twist. So we're going to bring your feet in towards your bottom. Okay, and then give you some options here. You can have your hands out like a T. Okay, you're continuing with the breath. And then if you want, you could just roll your legs to the right from this position. Or you could take the left leg, cross it over the right, and then roll. Okay, so either one is fine, but once you get to your position, just hold. Then you can turn your head, your gaze over to your left side as your legs are going to the right. Okay, and just breathing with this. This is opening up the whole side body here. Nice twist, integrating some of the work that you've done this morning. Okay, and then on your next in-breath, coming back to center, uncrossing your legs if you've crossed. Or now let's go to the other side. So here you can go with your legs together, or cross the right over the left, and now rock your legs to the right as your gaze goes to the left. And then just hold the position, breathe, and again, emphasizing the out breath if you can. Okay, this is a position of integration, of calm and relaxation. So just enjoying the position. And then on your in-breath, coming back to center. Maybe you'd like to do a little rocking side to side. And then I invite you now to go ahead and then move into a Shavasana position. And I'm going to go ahead and sit up. But this is a great time now if you've moved into a Shavasana position to go ahead and go through some of the relaxation that we did before, and so you might want to switch over to that. But if not, you've had enough, then you can join me up and move into a sitting position. And let's go ahead and finish up this practice, this short practice, and we'll take a nice big deep breath together. Take our hands upward, bring our hands to heart center, take another breath, and exhale. And then, let's go ahead and express gratitude for the time we've shared together, for all of the work that is being done to ensure that we're all safe by others, and continue to take care of yourself and be safe. Namaste.
Thank you, Arlene. All right, everyone. Have a good rest of your day. Be sure to like and subscribe to our Adaptive PE channel. Thank you. Bye.